I told y'all gonna stop listening, old boy. Now he done came out and put his young homie in his drawers.
That's how he feels. If he's upset with me over me being good to him, over me helping him, he can be upset.
I mean,
I'm
fair.
not mad at him though.
Right.
He's entitled to be upset.
Oh, man. Cold bones. Yeah, that too. Cold. Tell Floyd to get on live. Tell him show where he at. Yo, them people over in Dubai that money. Tell him get on live right now. They're scamming people.
Gervonta "Tank" Davis is a name synonymous with power, speed, and precision in the world of boxing. Known for his devastating knockouts and unrelenting aggression, he's one of the most exciting fighters to watch in the sport. But recently, the buzz surrounding Davis has not only been about his fights in the ring, but also his reactions to the surprising news that fellow lightweight boxer Devin Haney has joined Floyd Mayweather's camp after firing his father and longtime trainer, Bill Haney. The boxing world was abuzz with speculation when it was announced that Devin Haney, the undisputed lightweight champion, had parted ways with his father as his trainer. Bill Haney had been instrumental in Devin's rise to the top, providing guidance, training, and support throughout his career. The split caught many by surprise, and even more surprising was Haney's decision to join forces with Floyd Mayweather, one of boxing's greatest icons. Gervonta Davis, who has had his own share of ups and downs with Mayweather Promotions, was quick to react to this news. Speaking to reporters at a recent event, Davis didn't mince words when expressing his thoughts about the new partnership. "It's a bad move for Devin," he said. "Mayweather's a legend, no doubt, but he's also a guy who's been known to play mind games and mess with fighters' heads. Devin's gonna get weak working with him. Mayweather's got his own agenda, and it's not about helping other fighters shine." Davis's reaction came from a place of experience. Having been under Mayweather Promotions for much of his career, he knew the dynamics at play. "I've been there," he continued. "I know what it's like to be under that shadow. Mayweather's all about Mayweather, and if you're not careful, you get lost in that. Devin's a great fighter, but he's young, and he needs to be careful." Split between Devin Haney and his father was already a contentious topic, and Davis's comments added fuel to the fire. He pointed out that Bill Haney had been a constant presence in his son's corner, and replacing him with Mayweather could be detrimental to Devin's growth as a fighter. "Your father's always going to have your best interest at heart," he said. "Mayweather, on the other hand, is always thinking about his own legacy. It's risky, and I wouldn't have done it if I were him." But Davis's reaction didn't stop at criticizing Haney's choice. He also expressed a certain level of frustration toward Mayweather himself. "Floyd's always playing these games," he said. "He thinks he can just do whatever he wants in the sport because of his name, but I'm not going to stand for it. If he keeps messing around, I'll co him myself. He's retired, but I can bring him out of retirement just to put him back in his place." While these statements might seem harsh, they reflect the intense competition and personal rivalries that often underpin the world of boxing. Davis's aggression toward Mayweather isn't just about his own experiences. It's also about protecting the sport's integrity and ensuring that young fighters like Devin Haney don't get swept up in the glitz and glamour without realizing the potential consequences. For now, the boxing world will have to wait and see how Haney's partnership with Mayweather plays out. Will it help him reach new heights, or will it weaken him as Davis predicts? Only time will tell. But one thing is clear: Gervonta Davis's opinions and reactions carry significant weight, and his words have added a new layer of drama to an already captivating storyline. Whether he ends up facing Haney in the ring or settling his differences with Mayweather, the anticipation for Davis's next move is palpable, making the world of boxing as electrifying as ever.
Only thing we want is the best from this young man, and he's going to be A-OK. I knew him. I've been knowing him for many, many years. I knew his father, Bill, for a lot of years, and my father's working with him. And the chemistry, just with me working with him, when I was working with him in the doghouse, just seeing the things that he was doing, he's going to be an unbelievable professional. And the ultimate goal is I want this kid to be able to break my record. You know, of course, we know all the records that I broke. All I've been doing as of lately is breaking my own records. I don't need to talk about myself because everyone already know what I've done in the sport of boxing.
David did super good.
Put one of your fighters against
Devin
him?
Haney?
Yes, I did.
Who'd you put, Devin Haney?
You better believe it.
How did that go?
How did it go? Man, that don't even ask the question. It only one man controlled it, and that was Devin Haney.
The undefeated boxing legend who retired with a record of 50-0 is never one to shy away from a challenge. Known for his skill, strategy, and meticulous training regimen, Mayweather has always had an air of invincibility about him. So when Gervonta "Tank" Davis, a former protege, made bold statements suggesting he could co-Mayweather and that Mayweather's influence on Devin Haney could weaken him, the response from Mayweather was swift and direct. In a recent interview, Mayweather was asked about Gervonta Davis's comments and whether he took them seriously. Mayweather, always calm under pressure, smiled slightly before responding. "Tank's a talented fighter, but he's got a lot to learn about respect and the history of this sport," he said. "If he thinks he can take me, he's welcome to try. I'm ready to give him a lesson anytime he wants. I'll take him on any day. Anytime." Mayweather's confidence was unmistakable. Despite being retired, he has maintained a rigorous training routine and is always in top shape. "I never really left the gym," he explained. "I'm always training, always staying sharp. If Tank thinks he can step up and take me on, he's in for a surprise. He's strong, but he's not as smart as he thinks. I'll teach him a thing or two about what it means to be a true champion." The challenge from Mayweather was not just about proving a point, it was also about reminding the boxing world of his unparalleled experience and skill. "I've been in the ring with the best," he said. "I've fought legends, I've fought champions, and I've never been beaten. Tank's got power, but he's never faced anyone like me. If he wants to talk big, he should be ready to back it up." Mayweather's response was also a subtle reminder of his strategic prowess. Known for his defensive skills and ability to outmaneuver opponents, he hinted at how he would approach a fight with Davis. "Not just about throwing punches," he said. "It's about knowing when to move, when to strike, and how to stay ahead of your opponent. Tank might be strong, but I've got the experience. He won't know what hit him." The prospect of a potential showdown between Mayweather and Davis has electrified the boxing world. Even though Mayweather has been retired for years, his response to Davis's comments was a reminder that, despite his retirement, he still holds considerable influence and appeal. "If Tank really wants to step into the ring with me, I'm ready," Mayweather said. "I'll give him a lesson he'll never forget. And maybe, just maybe, he'll learn some respect along the way." Gervonta "Tank" Davis wasn't one to back down from a challenge, especially one thrown down by Floyd Mayweather. While the boxing world buzzed with excitement over the possibility of a clash between the retired legend and the current powerhouse, Davis had his own take on the situation. "Floyd talks a big game, but we all know how he operates," Davis said with a smirk. "He had his time, and yeah, he won a lot of fights. But let's be real here. It wasn't always on the up and up. The judges, the referees, everyone knew to give him the benefit of the doubt. He bought his perfect record. If he's planning to do the same thing with me, he's got another thing coming." Davis leaned forward, his voice growing more intense. "Floyd's a smart businessman. I'll give him that, but he's a shady figure in the sport. He knows how to work the system, how to make sure things go his way. He surrounds himself with people who will protect his legacy at all costs. It's not about being the best fighter. It's about controlling the game. And he's been doing that for years." The suggestion that Mayweather might consider facing Devin Haney, another rising star, didn't sit well with Davis either. "Floyd's got his eyes on Devin now, but you can bet he's already working his connections behind the scenes. He'll do anything to keep his legacy intact. But I'm not Devin. I'm not someone he can just push around. He wants to get in the ring with me. He'd better come ready for a real fight." Davis's confidence was palpable. He knew that a fight with Mayweather would draw massive attention, but he wasn't afraid to call out the former champ's tactics. "Floyd talks about being a true champion, but what's a champion who can't face a real challenge? What's a champion who has to buy his way to victory? That's not what I'm about. I'm here to fight. I'm here to prove that I deserve every win I've got. And if Floyd wants to test me, he better be ready for a real war." The boxing community was abuzz with the back and forth between Mayweather and Davis. Fans and analysts speculated on what a fight between the two would look like. Davis, for his part, made it clear that he wouldn't let Mayweather's reputation or connections intimidate him. "I'll step into the ring with him any day," he said. "And when I do, he'll see that I'm the real deal. No games, no tricks, just pure boxing."
He's disrespected the sport, he's disrespected religion, he's disrespected friends, family, and everything. And as a New Yorker, what can you expect is going to happen to you when you did all that disrespect? I mean, and when you violate that bad, and you violate in New York, well, you know there are consequences and repercussions. Upset, you upset. You never look back at why I got upset. How did I get here? It's not about how I got here. It's about me feeling good, and I won't feel good until... Good job. Ain't no doubt. You ask me, wow. Devin is taking a break. You know what? And I'm sure he'll be making an announcement. But this is what we do. This is what we do. It represents being a real father. It ain't just about boxing. This is bigger than boxing. This is life.
I seen you in Miami. Last time I seen you in Miami before. We kicked it. You said what's up. I said what's up. We kicked it. We had a good time. Now all of a sudden it seems like Bill Haney is my enemy. Like I ain't got nothing against Bill.
No, I feel like, listen, I've been knowing you for hella long, but I feel like you're a bullshit ass. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's how I feel like it, me, myself, personally. You know what I mean?
Haney has been more than just a father to his son, Devin Haney, the undisputed lightweight champion. He has been his trainer, mentor, and guiding force throughout Devin's rise in the boxing world. However, recent developments have put their relationship to the test, leading to a very public split, and Devin joining forces with Floyd Mayweather's training camp. The news hit Bill hard, and his anger was palpable, not just because of the professional ramifications, but because he felt betrayed by his own son. Bill Haney's journey with Devin began when his son was just a child. He took on the role of both father and coach, dedicating countless hours to developing Devin's skills, instilling discipline, and guiding him through the complex world of professional boxing. Together, they achieved remarkable success, with Devin eventually becoming the youngest undisputed lightweight champion in decades. When the news broke that Devin Haney had fired his father as his trainer and joined Mayweather's camp, it sent shockwaves through the boxing community. To Bill Haney, it felt like a personal betrayal. In a recent interview, he didn't hold back his feelings. "I sacrificed everything for my son," he said, his voice tinged with frustration. "I was there from day one, guiding him, teaching him, and doing everything I could to make him the champion he is today, and now he just walks away like it's nothing. It's a slap in the face." Bill's anger wasn't just directed at his son. He also had strong words for Floyd Mayweather. He believed that Mayweather had taken advantage of the father-son rift to further his own agenda. "Floyd's always been about himself," Bill said. "He's a great boxer, no doubt, but he's not a mentor. He doesn't care about the relationships he breaks to get what he wants. If he thinks he can just come in and take my son, he's got another thing coming." Bitterness over the situation was evident in Bill Haney's words. He expressed disappointment in Devin's decision, feeling that it was influenced by Mayweather's charisma and status in the boxing world. "Floyd has a way of getting into people's heads," Bill said. "He makes everything look glamorous, but behind the scenes, it's not all it's cracked up to be. I don't want my son to get caught up in that. I want him to remember where he came from and who got him to where he is today." Bill's frustration turned into determination as he considered what he would do to get his son back. "I'm not just going to sit back and let this happen," he said. "If I have to fight Mayweather myself to get my son back, then so be it. I'll do whatever it takes. This isn't just about boxing, it's about family. Floyd needs to understand that you don't mess with a man's family." Despite his anger, Bill Haney also expressed a desire for reconciliation with his son. He acknowledged that they had their differences, but hoped they could find a way to work things out. "Devin's my son. I love him," he said. "I just want him to see what's happening and come back to his senses. He's a great fighter, and I'm proud of him, but he needs to understand that family comes first. Boxing is important, but it's not everything." The drama surrounding the split between Bill and Devin Haney and the involvement of Floyd Mayweather has added a new layer of intrigue to the boxing world. As Bill's anger and determination grow, the question remains whether he can find a way to reconcile with his son, or if the rift will only deepen. Meanwhile, Mayweather's role in the saga continues to be a point of contention, with Bill ready to fight him if necessary.
Around this motherfucker. I take care of my son, and you've been hating on me for a long time with that shit. You've been blocking like a motherfucker. You know you have. But listen, yeah, what you mean, huh? What do you mean, huh?
Yeah.
We all have working. And alhamdulillah, thank you to Devin. You know what I'm saying? Who's always been stand up and who has done for our family what he's supposed to have done, just like me, paved the way for our next champion. And I necessarily didn't have the example publicly, but I will be it for somebody else, man. That he felt like that he wanted to get no monthly. He wanted to be a boss. So the deal didn't happen. Listen, you've been carrying that bullshit that you've been doing for nothing, nigga, and I'm not gonna kiss your ass. Nigga, you know I'm not gonna kiss your ass, period.
Boxers in history with an undefeated record of 50-0 has long been known for his confidence and charisma. In recent days, he's found himself at the center of a new controversy, this time involving Bill Haney, the father and former trainer of Devin Haney, the undisputed lightweight champion. After Devin decided to leave his father's corner and join Mayweather's training camp, Bill Haney expressed anger and disappointment, even suggesting that he would fight Mayweather to get his son back. The retired boxing legend has now responded, challenging Bill Haney to back up his words in the ring. In an interview with a popular sports network, Floyd Mayweather was asked about Bill Haney's comments and whether he would take the challenge seriously. Mayweather, known for his composed demeanor, did not hesitate to answer. "If Bill wants to fight, I'm ready any day of the year," he said. "He can say whatever he wants, but if he really wants his son back, he's going to have to earn it. I'm not just going to give up what I've built because someone's angry. I'm a fighter. That's what I do. So, if he wants to step into the ring with me, let's go." Mayweather's response was as direct as it was dismissive. He made it clear that he's not one to shy away from a challenge, and that he's prepared to defend his position against anyone, even if it's the father of one of his new trainees. "I've faced the best in the business," he said. "Bill Haney is just another guy talking big. If he wants to go toe-to-toe with me, I'm right here. But he should know that once you step into the ring with me, there's no turning back." The comments from Mayweather were provocative, but they also reflected his reputation for maintaining control over his career and his camp. The transition of Devin Haney from Bill's training to Mayweather's was seen by some as a natural evolution, while others, including Bill Haney, viewed it as a betrayal. Mayweather's readiness to fight Bill over the matter added a new layer of intensity to the situation. Bill Haney, however, wasn't backing down. In a separate interview, he responded to Mayweather's challenge with equal fervor. "If Floyd thinks he can keep my son from me, he's got another thing coming," he said. "I'm ready to fight him any day, any time. This isn't about boxing. It's about family. Floyd doesn't understand what it means to be a father, to sacrifice everything for your child. I'll do whatever it takes to bring my son back." The intensity in Bill Haney's voice was unmistakable. He spoke about the bond between a father and son, and how he felt betrayed by Devin's decision to leave his corner. "I've been there for my son since day one," he said. "I've trained him, guided him, and helped him become the champion he is today. Floyd just comes in and thinks he can take over. No way. I'm not letting that happen without a fight." With both Floyd Mayweather and Bill Haney openly challenging each other to a fight, the boxing world is abuzz with speculation. While it's not uncommon for rivalries to emerge in the sport, this situation has an added emotional component, with a father seeking to reclaim his relationship with his son. Mayweather's response to Bill's anger, offering a fight to settle the matter, is both a show of strength and a reminder that he's not one to back down from a confrontation.